as far as what this video is concerned about, it is, of course, the the Louisiana school system. Yeah, bud. Yeah, that's pixels.
Oh my god.
I know. That's Louisiana. Okay, so Louisiana school system. Apparently, they're going to be requiring, or there's a bill that could cause children to recite the very beginnings of the Declaration of Independence at the beginning of every school day. Now, I don't know if you have really been around the page for too long or whatnot, but I'm not so much for nationalism. I'm not so much for saying the pledge. I don't think that you should pledge yourself undubitably to anybody. I think that kind of defeats the purpose of what our nation was founded on. We're supposed to be able to rule over each other but still be able to keep each other in check. Putting frigging the current system above everything else is just stupid in my opinion. But they want the Declaration, the very beginning of the Declaration of Independence, to be recited. Now that includes the phrase saying that we are endowed by our Creator, unalienable rights. That's pretty much forcing public school students to admit that there is a Creator, that they believe in a Creator, and that He granted us these rights somehow. Like, He gave us these rights, even though in the same public schools, it's taught that, slavery was once okay, and then it wasn't okay, and Christians were heavily involved on both sides. So it seems to me like you would be very, very confused as a public school student having to recite that every day. Not only that, but the Declaration of Independence was our breakup letter that we sent to England when we were like, we're not part of you anymore. We're going to make our own stuff. That's what that was. And so we're not governed underneath it. There's no reason to make students actually recite that during the day. Like, none whatsoever. It's completely ridiculous to make students do that. I feel that the Louisiana legislature or whatnot, whoever proposed this bill, it seems to me like they have a lot of idiots that are there in Louisiana, which I know that's a lot like saying there's corn in the cornfield, but I think that we really need to take a hold of, or we'll take stock of, the situation in Louisiana and how crappy it is and will be. If we allow these politicians to get these kind of things through, even if they're small little things like this, like, yeah, sure, public school kids could leave out Creator, but it's these baby steps that cause us to get to a point where, every kid has to be Christian. If you're not Christian, then you can't go to public school. You may think that that's a slippery slope a little bit, and please elaborate in the comments down below. I can't see the live comments right now, but I would love to hear, your reactions to that. And I'm actually going to try to bring up the comments right now if I can. Let's see. Robert Breedlove says, Louisiana has been like this. I moved for a reason. Yeah, I would have moved too. Michelle Ratliff, it's a waste of time. There are better things to be doing in schools, like actually teaching kids something useful like science or sex ed or how to actually reason. That's a good point because, in Mississippi, the way that they teach sexual education is by comparing it to putting a sock on a foot. And I'm not even joking about that. They're so uncomfortable talking about the subject that they don't even want to broach it with students. How can you expect kids to know exactly where babies come from if you're not going to tell them? Are they supposed to investigate on their own? It seems like that was the problem in the first place. Yes, Mark Nebo is asking if I'm feeling better. I am feeling a lot better. If you guys don't know, Reason Rally just happened, and I only spent about like half a day there because I ended up having to go to the hospital and getting put in the ICU due to my diabetes. And there's a lot... Yeah, my son nailed it. I didn't take enough medicine with me. But I got put in the hospital, and but everything's fine now. I'm good. I'm on a path to a better health situation. I'm on a path to being better in general, and my son said, "I hope you are." Yeah. Um, but yeah. So but yeah, all's good. I mean, I hate I I hated that I was put in that position, that I put other people in that position, but what's that, bud?
This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You want to say hi to everybody? You're about to go to bed. You want to tell them good night?
Hi.
Tell them good night.
How is that person?
That's called a fail, son.